everybody. Just waiting to make sure that everything's good here on YouTube. And it looks like we are good and we are live. So, hey, everybody, welcome, welcome. And first of all, can you guys hear me? Because I had to turn my fan up a little bit so that I'm not like melting. So, let me know if you can hear me okay. And then we'll do some hellos and go over what we're doing tonight. Yeah, I've been eavesdropping on you guys in chat, and it's fun to watch you all, what you were talking about. But can everybody hear me okay? See me, all that good stuff. Yes, all good. Okay, thank you, Jackie. I appreciate it. And speaking of Jackie, welcome to Jackie and to Lisa Rhodes. Welcome, welcome. Glad you're here. And to Miss Moonlight, hello. And let me pause for just a moment. Somebody wants to say hi. Come here. 1 second. I'm back. I think this is how this is going to go tonight. The cat was acting all sweet, and I went to pick him up, and he went running across the floor and like ran into a wall or something. So I just let him go out because he's a menace. Anyways, so where was I? Oh my goodness, that kitty cat. All right, Miss Moonlight, I am so glad you're back. And Viviani is here, all the wonderful mods. Good morning, Garnett. It's 2:16 in the morning. He's still awake along with Jackie, or two Brits are in the house. So thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. And I'm just scrolling, to see if I'm not going to miss anybody. And if I do miss someone, please forgive me. Ocean is here. Hey, Ocean Garnett. And then talking about watching scary movies on Friday night, Lisa. That sounds pretty cool. And talking about David Bowie. Amanda's here. Hey, Amanda. I think I found a job serving in a retirement community really close to home. Just have to pass it. Well, that's awesome. That is awesome. I hope you get that, Amanda. And congratulations to you. So I am glad that you are here. Let me see if I can scroll up here for a second. On StreamYard, I might have been too early to do that. There we go. I got Amanda's question. All right, I'm on track. Yes, fingers crossed for you, Amanda. Sending you lots of positive energy. Right. And let's all send positive energies to Amanda when we do that. Positive energy comes back to us, doesn't it? So let's all do that. Hello, Jessica Lynn. Welcome. I'm glad you were here. And scrolling. Michelle's here. Michelle. Hello. Glad you were here tonight. Got some West Coasters, I think. I have internet for the moment. Okay, I'm glad you're here, Tana, for the moment. And we miss you too. We miss you being here, for sure. And hopefully you'll be able to stick around for a little bit. Alright. Uh-oh, chat just jumped. Nivra's here. Hello, Nivra. Carol's in. Hey, Carol. Hey, I finally got to pop back in. Ah, that's awesome. I'm glad you are here. Welcome. Said hi to Ocean. Just making sure I didn't miss anybody. Scrolling. Sage Burner, hello, welcome. I don't think I recognize you, but if you are new, welcome. And if you're not new, welcome as well. Glad to have you. I love the little kitty cat. I've got two, and they may be doing like trampoline stuff in the background sometimes. So maybe not tonight because the wild one's out. Not outside, but outside of the room because he was literally doing somersaults. Okay, I think I've got everybody. I said my hellos. Just making sure. Don't miss Marsha Green. Hey, Marsha, come on in. Welcome. I'm glad you are here. So I picked tonight's topic and was thinking of what to do, and I have not used the Shadow Work Tarot or the Shadow Work Oracle together. I have used the Shadow Work Oracle before, and this is like a mini little bridge size. I had it for a while, and then this one is the Shadow Work Tarot, which was a gift. So I haven't had this too long, but these are. They're shadow cards. I mean, I don't know what else to say. They are very, very shadowy. So, when we decide to, and thank you guys for holding your questions until the end of chat. But when we get to that point, if you want a shadow reading, and I would love to give you one, but it may, bring out some stuff. So just letting you know, and anytime you get a reading, that can happen, right? So I actually have the Tarot of Light, so I wanted to keep it light and shadowy. So whoever needs those kind of cards, I would like to do just general readings with both of these, and I'm using the Let Go that Courtney got me for the oracle for that one. And this way I can more concentrate on what the vibe is. If you do want a regular reading, that's fine too. Just let me know. But I prefer to do generals tonight just because the shadow deck is that in depth. It's really it gets down there. So what we're going to do is look at the shadow cards and then turn them into how we can make them a positive thing, right? So, and I may even do a reading for myself. Who knows? So we will see. Let me see. What is shadowy? Oh, I have these two decks here that are very shadowy. Nibra. They are the reversals, basically, of the cards. So you see Three of Wands. It says dead end, clipped wings, spiritual conflict. Right. So this is going down to the shadow and working on things that we need to work on to bring things into the light, so that we can get rid of that negative shadow self, right, and bring it to light. Like the Knight of Cups, vanity, deception, sweet talk. So just to give you an idea. So if you want to go down that road, we will go down that road. If everybody just wants a light reading, pick the light reading. Okay, and I feel like I missed somebody. Tana's buffering a little. Okay, hopefully try refreshing there. And let me see. The shadow cards look like the soap opera Dark Shadows. Yeah, I remember ads about that before. Who said that? Marsha. I remember seeing ads or commercials about Dark Shadows, but we never got it. I don't know why. If my mom just wouldn't let me watch it. It was on for like what, 20 years or something crazy like that. And it was a soap opera that came on during the daytime, right? About vampires. I think there was actually two of them. There was two very shadowy soap operas. I can't think of what the other one is. Okay, Sage, I got you. Hold on one moment. Chat just jumped. Let me go back. Okay, Sage, I got you. Who made the deck? It is, let's see, Dark Mirror is my favorite shadow work. I have Dark Mirror as well. I love the original Dark Shadows. So this is an Etsy. They're both Etsy decks. You can get them on Etsy. It's by KJ Beck. And I'm not sure what the shop name is, but if you just go in there and type in Shadow Work Tarot, then it will pull up, and the same shop has the Shadow Work Oracle, so you can get both of them from there, Miss Moonlight. So yeah, just go in there and type. That's all you have to do. Type Shadow Work Tarot, and it'll pop up. All right, let's see here. Something about Nibra in high school. Oh, it was good in high school. Dark Shadows. Got you. Got you. Awesome show. Love Dark Shadows. Tubi has Dark Shadows on it. It is free. I didn't know that. Oh, wow. I might have to get Tubi. I don't think I have Tubi. Reminds me of Mary Hartman. Mary Hartman. I don't remember that show, Amanda. I can't say that I did. Barnabas. Yeah, I remember Barnabas being the main character, right? Okay, love to you too, Tana. Take care. Maybe you can come back soon. All right. Yeah, it was a long time ago. Yeah, I used to watch the NBC shows because my grandma loved her, what she called her stories. And I would sit on her lap and watch soap operas, when I was like 3, 4 years old. And I just kind of became hooked, especially in my teenage years. And I don't watch now, but I do keep up with Days of Our Lives because I've been watching since I was 3. The other ones like Another World, Search for Tomorrow, Santa Barbara, they're all gone. Days of Our Lives is only on the internet now. It's not even on NBC any longer. So that just happened recently. So I'm hoping it doesn't get canceled, but I don't think that's a good thing that it went to internet only. But we will see, I guess. But yeah, those are the soaps that I used to watch. So, anyways, let's see. Did anybody watch? Let's see. No, I don't have a Fire Stick. I do not, Marsha. I just use my phone. Um, did anybody see Passions? You remember the show Passions? It was crazy, like completely nuts. They just, and I probably we're crazy and we're nuts if we're on this channel, right? I mean, y'all have to be with me. But they had witches and they had just all kinds of just crazy stuff on that show as well. I loved it. I thought it was awesome, but it was nutty. It was really funny to watch, and it wasn't your typical soap opera. That was more recent. It was like early 2000, maybe late 90s. Passion was Kiva's show. It was crazy to me. It is. It was completely crazy. And now a couple of the actors have gone from Passions to Days of Our Lives. But again, I don't know how much longer Days of Our Lives is going to be on. Is there any more Days of Our Lives fans? Because I am in love with that show. Even though I don't watch it, I still keep track of what's happening. And oh, there was a tarot deck that was used in Dark Shadows. I just bought a 1970 JJ Tarot. Passion sounds good. I will have to look it up. Yeah, it's not on any longer, Miss Moonlight. It was on NBC. I'm not sure where you could get it, to be honest with you. Hey, I didn't know they had a tarot deck. Oops. Used to watch in the 70s. Oh, wow. Jessica remembers Passions. Yeah. All right. Hey, Serene, welcome. All right, guys, so we'll stop the chit chat from me, of course. You guys keep on talking. Oh, Miss Moonlight got the Starman Tarot. That one was made by the guy who knew Bowie. Yes, I have that. And it's a really good one. So I have that too, Miss Moonlight. All right. So go ahead and decide. You used to watch Guiding Light. I watched it for a little while too, Miss Moonlight. Yeah, I wish they would have just kept them all on. They've been on 30, 40 some years. Just leave them alone. Leave the soap operas alone and let the people who, because they had diehard fans that have been watching for 20, 30 years. Leave them alone. It's during the day. You don't want to watch, don't watch. That's what I say. All right, Niber wants a light reading. No problem. I got you starred. And again, we're doing shadow, light, or both. So if you want one of each, maybe to counteract the darkness of the shadow deck, you can have one of each. So let me know. EastEnders, I've heard of that, Amanda. Isn't that British? Jackie, is EastEnders British? Light and dark for Viviani. Got you. And you're welcome. Hey, Serena, welcome. Scorpio Mama. Light and shadow for Jessica. Got you. Yeah, they went to Peacock and you have to subscribe to it. Yes, that is correct. Online. Marita, hey, welcome. General Hospital was my favorite when I had a TV. I kept up with General Hospital a little bit, but never really watched it, if that makes any sense. Not for a long period of time. But I would get, I was such a geek in high school. I would get Soap Opera Digest every time it came out, like once a week. I would get it, and I would read through like what was happening on all the shows, even though I only watched a few. But anyway, that was me being a geek in high school. Let's see. Would like a reading, but would like for you to choose what you feel led with. Okay, Carol. I'm going to star you right now. Got you. Oops. Chat's jumping again. It said that it was the Swiss IJJ deck in the Dark Shadow series. Cool. That is really cool. This is KJ deck 1111. That's the maker of these. And I don't think they've been out that long. I think they're pretty new. All right, let me make sure I didn't miss any questions. You would do that too, Miss Moonlight? That's awesome. I'm not alone. Thank you, Marita. All right, yeah, if you'd like a question, let me know if you want light or dark. Or both. One of each. Hide, not have. Not have. Sometimes I'm just jumping in the middle of conversations here. TV Guide too? Me too. I used to just go through the TV guides like they were encyclopedias and watch what shows were coming on. I even knew like what time they changed to. This was when I was a teenager. You know, if they moved from Wednesday to Thursday night, when they got canceled, like all that crazy stuff for all the shows on when I was a teenager. So that was like my teenage years in a nutshell was TV. So, Serena, no, I didn't see your question. Let me back up. Dark and Light for Amanda, I got you. Scorpio Mama, that's not it. You can only go back so far, Scorpio Mama, so you may... No, I got you. I got you, Scorpio Mama. Thank you. Yes, it was British. I thought so, Amanda. The EastEnders. I've never seen that. All right, just scrolling again. Light for me, says Garnett. Got you. Perfect. Hello, Teresa. Welcome. Glad you were here. We're not taking general questions. I'm Serene, and we're just doing light or shadow, and I'm doing general readings for everybody because they're a little hard to do regular readings with. Okay, so a shadow card for Ocean. Got you. Peyton Place. I remember that too, Michelle. That came on at night, right? And the TV Guide horoscopes, yep, used to look at those too all the time. Lisa wants a general for shadow. Got you, Lisa. All right, I think that's everybody, and that's 10 questions. So let me make sure and go to the bottom. Okay, I think I got everybody. So Um, I will cut it off for right now at 10, and we'll see where we're at after that, okay? And if anybody comes in, we are, let's just say we're pausing the questions, and I may add some later on if we have time, okay? I've never seen Are You Being Served, Maruda. Never seen that at all. Is that on, where is that on? Like, is that an internet show, Netflix? I've heard of it. I'll have to shoot. I'll have to look at it if it's funny. I like comedies. So. All right, so let's see who is first. And again, we're gonna pause the questions just for now, moderators. Thanks for helping. And Sage, since you're new here, I'm gonna go ahead and do a shadow card for you. Just one shadow card. I'll give you one tarot and one oracle. How's that? Sage, can you just let me know that you're here, please? Used to watch it on PBS. It's a British show. Oh, okay. It's a soap. Gotcha. Okay, just looking for Sage. And if you want to show your love and support and jump to the front of the line, you can always do that. The PayPal and Amazon links are down below. And just if you want to make sure that you're getting your reading first. And that the other way is I just do random. I'm going to try to go as quickly as possible, but I want to take time as well to make sure, because these are some pretty good readings I think that are going to come out today. Okay, Sage is here. Awesome. Thank you, Sage. Sage Burner. I love that. Good night, Kitty K. I think that's the first time I saw you. Hello. All right, Sage. Let's see what's going on here. Give me just a moment. And before I start the readings, I just want to make like a this little statement for everybody. This does not mean that this is how you are or how you are in your life, or you get the anger card and you say, I've never been angry. This is like, could be the future as well, something happening in the future. So just remember, these are coming from your higher self, which has guidance into the future. That's how I believe anyway. So if you get one, like these two, the Sage got, just keep in mind that these are for readings, that could be in the future, and to prepare you for things that you may need to work on now that can help you build a brighter future. Okay, so I hope I said that well enough. I hope that, does that make sense, everybody? Does that make sense? So especially with the shadow cards, just keep that in perspective. Okay. Let me make sure I got everybody. It's on the list. Okay, I think we are good. Yeah, if I missed anybody, just let me know. But I want to focus on this one for now. Sage Burner, give me just a moment here. I just want to look at your cards. Okay. Just a minute here. So you got the Page of Swords, but this is the Page of Swords from the Shadow deck, so it's different. The Page of Swords, a second here. I'm good with most of the cards except for the pages. I'm not great with the pages. Okay, so the Page of Swords is the student and the learner. Okay, so inspiration, curiosity, ready for challenges that come, and good with communication. So on the shadow side, it could be jaded. Okay? It could be something stubborn, or some kind that you're being stubborn, or you're leaning towards being stubborn towards something that's going to happen, and is warning against rash actions. So instead of taking what comes to your mind and without filtering that, is saying, pause for a minute and think about what is going through your mind, and then decide how you want to communicate that with others, right? Those loose lips sink ships, right? And these are things we can all work on. These messages, I think, are for everybody. But yeah, I know that I've been all three of these things as well at times in my life. And it doesn't mean it's you right now. It just means these are things that we all need to work on, and this is what I pulled for you, Sage. So, hey, Pooja, it says jaded, stubborn, and rash actions. And then you've got shame and forgiveness, right? So, this is a Three of Swords card for sure. And I've never used this one or gotten this card from this deck before. But it says shame. So, shame is an illusion because it's part of fear, right? So there's nothing to be ashamed about how you are, your body, your how you are on the inside, how you're coming across to someone else. That's not something that is real. Instead, what is real is you're a beautiful person. Okay? You're a beautiful person on the inside and out. You're the way that you were meant to be created, and you should celebrate that. Okay, so celebrate that and forgive yourself. See the forgiveness down here? Forgive yourself for anything that has happened and that you may still be holding on to, right? And also about forgiving other people. That doesn't mean we have to forget, but we forgive them because it tears that cord that attaches us to that person. And if you're angry at somebody and you're not forgiving them, the last thing that you want to do is be attached to somebody. But this will attach you. And if you're attached, the way of cutting that cord is by forgiving. And like I said, it doesn't mean forgetting, because you can still forgive somebody and not want to be their friend. You can be nice, or you can, have them so that they're not in your life anymore. But that's your boundaries, that's your decision. But forgiving them is a big deal. And I know this is true for me as well. There's still people that I need to forgive, and I work on it every day. So these cards are worth looking at and just realizing they're things to work on, right? So I hope that makes sense, Jade. And let me know in the comments if that resonates with you. And that's what I got for you. I'm going to try to keep these separate and over here. All right. And take that down. I'm going to eavesdrop. Yeah, Kitty and Pooja, just hold on if y'all want to stick around until the end, and I'll see if I can add anybody, okay? Beautiful cards, this is Moonlight. Thank you. You're welcome, Sage Burner. I'm really glad you're here. And Brenda T is here. Hey, Brenda T. Pooja said hi to you. Everyone say hi again, so I can focus a little more. Thank you, Viviani. Thank you, Jackie. Okay, Pooja says she will be here. Perfect. Awesome. Let's see where we are at. Nivra, you are up. Nivra wants a general light. And I'm using the Tarot of Light for this one. Yes, please. Okay, Nivra's here. Thank you, Nivra. All right, let's see what we got. I'll take a look at your reading first before I present the cards. Okay. Alright, so Nivra, the first card that I got for you in this deck is the Ten of Angels. This is the Ten of Swords, and it says surrender. Now, this card is all about coming to an end of a difficult period. And so I think that you're coming to the end of something that's been bothering you. Remember, swords or angels in this suit are in this deck, excuse me, are what? They're thoughts. So the end of some bad thoughts that have been maybe going through your mind, or maybe your ego is just working overtime. Maybe you haven't been getting sleep, have anxiety, worry. Any of those things could be the issue. This is saying this is the end of that. Okay, because the 10 wraps back around to the Ace of Angels, which is clarity. It's the opposite. Okay, so this is saying that it's this um, anxiety and worry that you've been feeling can be over very soon. Your advice card is the Six of Trees, which is the Six of Pentacles. It's receiving. It's also about giving. So it's generosity, um, being generous to yourself, Myra, and then being generous to other people in return, which I know you are. But this is just saying, make sure you're doing that for yourself. That's your advice card. And then you got the Three of Hearts, which is the Three of Cups. And it says joy. Yeah, this is the celebration card. This is your future. If you follow and choose to go in the direction that you're going right now, this is what's going to follow. So you've got joy coming in. This is also about celebrating with other people. So I would say surround yourself with those people that are like-minded and have a celebration. You know, maybe go out and go to a friend's house, or go out for dinner, to dinner with one of your friends. It doesn't have to be love. It can be, love comes in all forms. It doesn't have to be romantic, I should say. Right? And then I pulled from the Let Go Oracle that I just got from Courtney. And it says, I'll show you the back of it, and all the cards have different backs. It says, lie in the sun and feel warmth in your heart. What does the goddess of the sun ask you? Lie back in the warmth of the sun. So maybe do some sunbathing, Nivra. I don't know where you're at, but if it's not some place that is warm, then you can always just open up the curtains, right, and let the sun shine in and fill you with that joy that is coming to you. Okay, so that's my advice to you, is let that light in and continue to be generous to yourself and to others, and receiving that generosity back. Don't forget about the receiving, is what I'm hearing. That's what it says right down here, receiving. So don't forget about receiving and making sure that you're receiving that love that you deserve from yourself and from others. Boundaries. Okay, so that's what I got for you. All right, I'm going to eavesdrop. Let's see. What did Ocean say? There's a phrase I found on Interest that says, refusing to forgive someone is like drinking poison, yes, and waiting for the other person to die. Yeah, that's pretty intense, but I believe it. I believe it. I think that is very true. Yeah, refusing to forgive someone is like drinking poison and waiting for the other person to die. Because what does it do? It ends up hurting you. Yeah. Carol says that saying can't be any truer. Yeah. And sometimes the hardest. Yeah, definitely. It is the hardest to forgive people sometimes. Because that could just linger and become a natural thing for us to not want to forgive. And we have to remember that it's just hurting us. Right? A lot more than it's hurting the other person. Okay. Sun's energy is cleansing? Yes, absolutely. Going to the beach soon? Yes, awesome. Awesome, awesome. Okay, so let's do a sip, and then I will do a check-in with Jackie and make sure that I got everybody that she's got. All right, Jackie, Viviani, Jessica, yes. Skip down to Carol, Amanda. Pretty sure I've got everybody. Make sure I got Serene. I saw Serene's. Serene, yours did not get highlighted. Is Serene still here? Serene didn't get highlighted. I know I highlighted it, but for some reason it didn't show up. So Serene, if you can tell me what yours is here, you're here, I'll go ahead and do yours. But if you could tell me what kind of cards that you want, because I missed it by accident. Ooh, I love all the beach drinks, Ocean. All kinds of beach drinks and more. Light and shadow. All right, Serene. Thank you for being here. And I've got Garnet, I've got Serena, I've got Carol. I think I have Amanda, Lisa, and Ocean. Let's just make sure. Amanda, Serena, Ocean, and Lisa. Yep, so we're good to go. Yeah, that is a lot of ships. Or sips. A lot of ships. That's a lot of ships. Ocean is a lot of ships. It's a lot of sips. Amanda, I messed what you set up. All right. So light and shadow. I've got your shadow card here, and I'm going to pull you a light card too. All right. All right, are you ready, Serene? I'm going to stop looking in chat right now, so if you guys have any questions or anything, the moderators, Jackie, Viviani, Ocean, they can help you out, okay? All the moderators. If you have any questions while I'm doing the readings. So I want to show the light card first for you, Serene, because you got the one that we were just talking about. Remember, I don't know if you were listening when we were talking about Nivra's reading when she got the 10 of Swords, and it wraps around to what? The Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is clarity and wisdom, right? So this is you knowing what to do at a particular time and how to do it. Okay, so this is going to give you clarification through rough patches that might be happening. So just keep this in mind. You've got clarity that you can hold on to and turn some of these other things into something that is of a higher vibration. Can't stress that enough. Going from a lower to a higher vibration, that's what shadow work is all about. So here's your shadow card. You've got the Wheel of Fortune. Okay? And it says challenges, breaking cycles, and resistant to change. All right, and you can see this flat tire here. So this is a really shadowy deck. So challenges, we just can't be resistant to them. You know why? Because they help us learn and help us grow and help us get better as people, as humans, right? So just remember that you can break the cycles of anything, you know, that you have of codependency or anything that is making you go in a circle the wrong way. Because the Wheel of Fortune is all about going in the right direction, positive change. And this says resistant to change. So this is the opposite. So just making sure that you're not resistant to the things that are coming in for you. And that change is okay. This tells me that you might have a little bit of an issue with change. And that's okay, Serene, because I have an issue with change. You know, I don't like it. I don't like change at all. And, you know, it's necessary, though, for our learning and to grow as a person. We have to have change in order to learn, right? So don't be resistant to that. Have the wisdom and the clarity that says that you can go through anything and still come out on top. Okay, so that's what I got for you, Serene. Thank you so much. I'm going to pull you another card too, just one of these little ones here. Hey, Kristen Louise. And it says, you are royals, you are sovereign, or you are royal, excuse me, you are sovereign, honor this, and let go of those who do not acknowledge it. Yes, so honor who you are, that you're royal and you're sovereign. Treat yourself the way that you want to be treated. Sometimes we don't do that. So this is saying treat yourself as you should, and then let go of those who don't acknowledge it. So that's what I got for you, Serene. And thank you for being here. You're very welcome. All right, let me go ahead. And Kristen, if you hang on long enough till the end, we're going to be possibly doing a couple more if I can get, depending on the time. We'll see what the time is. All right, let me eavesdrop. Because I know Kristen loves her shadow cards. And I'm using the Shadow Work the Shadow Work Tarot cards and the Shadow Work Oracle cards. And then I'm using the Tarot of Light and the Let Go, which I'm using with the light. So we get the shadow and the light. All right. Thank you, Jackie, for the list. A dirty martini. I never cared for martinis. I never cared for olives either. That's just me. All right, let me scroll up for a second. See if I missed anything. Jackie wants some tea. Hey, Jackie, go make yourself some tea, dear. We will hold the fort down for you. Viviani's still here. Light and dark general. Okay. More of a Bailey's girl, says Jackie. Yep. Viviani's here. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, so I'm going to stop looking at chat now and do a sip real quick. Sip, everybody. Hope you have something good to drink. Have your snacks. All right, Viviani, I got your question still here. I'm just taking a look at your cards. Okay, so I'm going to do the light first for you as well. The light card, you got the teacher and guidance. So this is all about learning and then teaching to others. You have a lot of wisdom in your body. You have a lot of wisdom in your mind, in your brain, right? That needs to be shared with others. This is the guidance card. So it's getting guidance when you need it, and then when something helps you, you're relaying it to someone else, and you're being the teacher. It's like a circle here that goes around, but this is normally the Hierophant card, but it's the teacher card in this deck. So just remember that when you learn something new about yourself, you can express that to other people to help them. Do it in a loving way, of course, which you always do. But helping other people through learning for yourself, right? So I've got that for you. And then the other light card I pulled is let all distractions float by. Concentrate on the things you really want. So concentrate on the things that you really want. Be in the now. Let all distractions float by. And now your shadow cards. All right. Four of Pentacles. So we know the Four of Pentacles is usually about taking or hoarding kind of a lot of money, right? So in the upright position, it's not that great. All right. So in the opposite, it can mean financial concerns, selfishness, and greed. Now, I don't see that in you at all, Viviani. This could be somebody that you run into. okay, that is like this. You need to stay clear of this energy. So if you see somebody who's being selfish or greedy, or if financial concerns or something that's totally different. Let's just go with the greediness and the selfishness. If you see somebody who's like that, you might want to go in another direction, because those things could potentially bring you down. Okay, and then it says financial concerns. So make sure you don't have any financial concerns. Instead, manifest your requests to source, is what I'm hearing. Make sure you're taking that wisdom and guidance that you get from the learning, and you're applying that towards, just manifesting what you need. And also probably budgeting is a good thing to do during this time, making sure that you have all your bills caught up. I would just do a check of the inventory, make sure everything's caught up and is good to go, okay? And then Viviani, the other card, I had two come out at the same time. You got the Four of Pentacles, and then you got the Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles is about having patience and waiting. And this one, it says starting over, disappointment, missed opportunities, right? So if you're just keeping your eye open and letting all distractions float by, then these missed opportunities should not be coming in. Instead, you're going to be getting opportunities. So I see this turning it around. I see this as not missed opportunities, but you have opportunities coming to you. So the key is not to miss them. And starting over, there's nothing wrong with that. Starting over is a great thing. Sometimes we have to go to plan B, and it's good to have this plan B, right? Because sometimes plan A just doesn't work out. And remember that disappointment is a low vibration. So we can be disappointed for something, but we don't want to sit there too long, because we want to make sure that our vibration is higher. And instead of disappointment, what would the opposite of disappointment be? Does anybody tell me what they think the opposite of disappointment? I think optimism might be what I'm looking for, but the opposite of being disappointed, being optimistic. Okay, so being optimistic, like I know you are, but these could be things that will come by in the next couple of days for you. And if you're just being open to what you're learning, then you're going to be able to help others, and to, what I think is very good cards, because you're turning things around. Okay, so just keep those things in mind. That's what I got for you. You're welcome, Viviani. All right, let me put those there. Let me eavesdrop. We're talking about alcohol. That's what we're talking about. Kristen's hungry and wants to eat too. Ooh, Bailey's and Apple Pepper Ocean. Vodka Collins. I've never had a vodka Collins. Collins mix. Loved that back in the day. Never had that. Let me get so I can see the comments over here, so you guys know I'm looking at you. Here's rum and coke. Is probably the hardest drink I like. Oh, that's not too hard, so that's not bad. Not that anything is bad in that. Coconut rum and OJ is yummy too. Ooh, that sounds pretty good. I don't know if I don't like OJ. That's the only thing. But coconut, yeah, that sounds good. I've been getting a lot of new beginnings. Awesome. Yeah, and the thing about that is, Viviani, that it showed me that you need to surrender to those new beginnings. That those are for you, not against you, right? And let's see. Chamomile lavender tea is good. Ooh, that sounds really good. So is sparkling water and pineapple juice. Ooh, yum. Rum always makes you dehydrated. I didn't know that. I think alcohol does in general, doesn't it? Guys, I would love a pizza. Me too, Kristen. Bring me some. Okay. Ooh, Lisa made some homemade pizza tonight. I want some too. I want some pizza and Bailey's. Sounds awesome. All right, Viviani, got you. Is Jessica Lynn still here? A light and a shadow. Looking for Jessica Lynn. Here. Okay, awesome. Give me just a moment. I have your question here. Let me do something a little different here. Yes. Wow. Okay, Jessica Lynn, I'm getting from your light card, the Tarot of Light, the Emperor, and look what it says underneath. It says Father. I don't know if you've had somebody who has passed who was a father figure in your life, but I'm feeling that coming in, and yeah, I'm definitely hearing that. I'm feeling that there's a father figure. It doesn't have to be your father or grandfather. It can just be a father figure that's passed away. And I think you would know who this is. If you think you know who it is, it's your first instinct. Okay. So I think they're trying to come in and tell you that they are there with you and they want you to know that they love and care about you very much. Okay. And then for the shadow card, replot your course. So changing, right? So again, there's nothing wrong with changing, and sometimes we have to go down a different road than what we're going down right now. So I think something needs to be changed, looked at differently, like the hangman energy, Jessica, and turn that around to a new perspective. And then it says lost underneath. So I think this father figure is coming in and telling you that you don't have to feel like you're lost, and instead grasp hold of the fact that you know so much truth in your life and you're able to spread that throughout your body, the light throughout your body. You don't have to be lost and in the dark. You can have that light around you. Okay, so I think that's the message that's coming in. Let's see here. Pour you another light card. Control your emotions, feel them, shift them, elevate them. Be a master. And here's the back of that card, which is different from all the rest. So control your emotions. That's something that is, whoa, that was so hard for me to do, and I'm still doing it. But controlling your emotions, equanimity is controlling your emotions, even in the most difficult situation. Is equanimity. Is probably my favorite word in the world. But it's also the hardest because it's so hard to control our feelings sometimes. But we can control our feelings. And just knowing that you have the power to change your feelings into something of love instead of something of negative vibration, like feeling lost or like you're going in the wrong direction. Instead, just replot your course and go towards a different direction, which is higher up, which is the light. So that's what I got for you, Jessica Lynn. And thank you for being here. All right, I'm going to take this down here. Carol's up next. I'm going to eavesdrop here. Carol, if you'll let me know if you are here. Just reading the comments from you guys. Hi, says Carol. Okay. Would like a reading, but would like you to choose what you feel led with. All right, give me just a moment. I'm going to stop looking at chat here. Carol, we're going to the shadow. That's just what I've been drawn to. Let me take a look at your cards here. Okay, so the Two of Swords, you got the Two of Swords out of this deck. All right, out of the shadow deck. The Two of Swords is usually about someone who is blindfolded and they have two swords in their hands and they don't know what to do. It's a decision that they can't make. And in the same way, this is stalemate. Okay, so being in a place where you can't make decisions and feeling like you are kind of lost, as that other card said. And obstinance and then suppressed emotions. Okay, so it's easy for us to suppress our emotions, and you were just talking about that earlier with the people in chat about the emotions getting the best of you, right? And that happens to me too all the time. But when we suppress the emotions and we don't allow ourselves to express those in a loving way and get those out, getting those out is a good thing. So don't suppress your emotions, get them out in a positive way, in a loving way, and make sure that your voice is heard. That's what I'm seeing with this. And don't be stuck in one frame of mind, and make sure that if it's a negative thing that you're bringing it to a positive thing. Okay, and then we were just as we were talking about. And then you got the blame card. So make sure, first of all, you're not blaming yourself for anything that you did not do, or taking the blame of something that you did not do, and just be accountable to yourself. Accountability is down here. And that's a positive word, being accountable and making sure that you have things in order to where you are keeping yourself accountable of outside things. So, I mean, outside of your emotions as well. So it feels like it's inside, it feels like it's outside, that and that can be a balance, right? And balance needed. And that can be work, home, whatever that is. I think there needs to be a balance and accountability, that you're going to do the right thing that your heart knows that you should do. Okay, and just make sure you take those negative emotions and try to turn them into something positive. Like you said, it's one of the hardest things to do. I know all about it. And that's what I got for you there. I'm going to pull you a light card too. Discard any fears of success. I love that. Discard any fears of success. So, is it tears or fears? It's fears. And be willing to offer more than is expected of you. Okay, so being accountable and going forward with something that is let me back up for a minute, because I want to make sure I get out the right message at the end here. You don't want to be too hard on yourself, is what I'm hearing. Don't be too hard on yourself, but also at the same time, be willing to offer more than is expected. So I think you do that anyways. I know Carol personally, and I know you are that kind of person. I just think this is warning you a little bit about someone who may not be doing that and may have higher expectations for you, that you need to realize your own expectations and don't listen to this other person who's telling you, you're not meeting their expectations. That's what I'm hearing. So don't be in this stalemate or think that you can't get out of this situation that's bugging you right now, because you can. And it's just about having a positive mindset and going forward. So, be willing to offer more than is expected of you, to you and for you. So give that extra to you and block out the other things that are coming from other people. That's my final message for you, Carol. That's what I got. I hope that resonates, my dear. I appreciate you being here. We have missed you. I have missed you. All right. Totally resonates. Okay. Thank you, Carol, for letting me know. I appreciate that. All right. Yes, Garnett is next. Since Garnett has, and I'm sorry I didn't forget about you, Garnett, but I know you're over in the UK, so we will get the light reading for you. Are you still here, Garnett? Jaffa cakes. I don't know what that is either. Making sure Garnett's here. Yes. Okay. Thanks for hanging in there, my friend. Do a light reading for you. Nice. Okay. So I want to read your oracle card first because I think it sums up all of the tarot cards as well. And it says, don't compare yourself to others. Smile and be content with your natural beauty. Okay, and this could be inside and outside, but I'm feeling inside. Know that you're a beautiful person inside, and beautiful doesn't have to be, just for feminine. It can be for the divine masculine as well, right? We have both. So don't compare yourself to others, it says, and smile and be content with your natural beauty. And then what the tarot is saying is just adding to it. The Three of Stars is visions. This is having a plan and going forward with it. So just keep pushing towards the plans that you have, and know that you have this light on your side, right? So keep going towards the plans that you have for yourself. And then you got the Ace of Stars, which is the Ace of Wands. Creation. So there's something for this vision here, I think, that is creative for you that you can keep continuing to do, or maybe it's something that you're picking back up that you used to like to do, writing, singing, art, whatever it may be. There may be something that's been repressed a little bit, and Source wants you to bring that back up so that you can have that joy and that contentment inside of your heart. Okay, and then you got the Nine of Angels, which is the Nine of Swords, and it says guardian. So just know that you're guarded from anything negative, anything worry. Let yourself be guarded by an angel, basically. And the main one that is my main angel, and he's the main archangel through most of beliefs. It doesn't mean that he is yours or they are yours, but it's Michael. And Michael is the angel of protection, right? So I'm feeling that you need to just surrender to that. And, the Nine of Swords is a lot about fear and anxiety. So don't have fear and anxiety. Instead, trust that things are going to work out. These plans that you're making are going to work out because they are. So there you go. And remember the beauty that you have inside, and smile and be content with what you have. Okay, so that's what I got for you. Thank you, Garnett, for being here. And I hope you have a wonderful night. I know you probably have to hit the sheets there. So I'm going to get your question down here. Okay. All right. Let's take a look. Is my fan missing? Oh, no. Hey, Sheila. Welcome. Yes, I am one way. All right. I'll have to turn it down. Hold on one second. Okay, I turned it down, Sheila. That should be better. All right. So I turned that down. Hopefully it'll sound better. Let me know, Sheila, if that is better. Let me turn my volume all the way up too. See, I didn't have my volume all the way up, so I bet that was part of it too, Sheila. And you might want to refresh as well, since I just turned everything up. I hope that makes it better. Maybe a lower speed. Yeah, I got it on a lower speed right now. So let me know if that's better. Yes, much better. All right. Thanks for letting me know that. All right. I like doing these late night lives. They're fun, and it usually draws in people who, like me, would be just laying in bed, like having thoughts just go through my head. And instead of doing that, I can be with you guys. So that's amazing. So I like to do late night lives a lot of times. Sometimes I'll do them even later at midnight. It just depends. Whatever, kind of strikes me at the moment. That's the good thing about being single. You can just do what you want when you want it, within reason, of course. So, all right, let me take a look. All right. Amanda Carroll, are you still here? Hello, C. Parsons. Welcome. I am in the United States. It's 8:38 here in Seattle. Awesome. Okay, Amanda. Dark and light. Okay, I got you. I'm still looking at your question, but I'm going to go ahead and stop looking at chat for a little bit, and then I'll eavesdrop after the reading. I should just change one of the lives to eavesdropping and just eavesdrop on you guys all the time. Just kidding. Okay, so I'm going to read your light oracle first as well. This is the back of it here. You can see she's washing out her hair there, getting rid of a lot of the dirt and the muck that's kind of in her hair, you know, washing it out, right? And it goes perfect with this because it says, let go of yesterday, as what you do right now is more important. So, forgetting about yesterday, because guess what? We can't change it. You can't change it, right? All you can do is be in the power of now and be able to change now for the way that you want things to be. Okay. And then that helps things for the future too, but we can't change the future. So, or we can, it hasn't happened yet. Let's put it that way. So, when you're thinking about being in the power of now, and I mentioned him so many times, Eckhart Tolle has a bunch of wonderful books. And one is called The Power of Now. And it's all about living in this moment, Amanda. So remembering and reminding yourself to live in this moment and don't worry about the things in the past or in the future. Okay. And then you got the Five of Hearts. So this is the Five of Cups, and it says sorrow, right? But just remember that there's always, it's usually three cups that are down, two that are up. So you've got to remember you still got two cups up, and that sorrow is something that all of us experience. So if that does come into your life in the next few days, I think it's going to be a little stumbling block. It's not going to be anything major and not something you can't turn around. Okay, and then for the shadow deck, you got the Ten of Pentacles. So the Ten of Pentacles is usually about having success, right? And having enough means to get by, and being able to celebrate what you've done good in your life with other people, your family, your community. So remember to do that, because we want to turn this around. This says burdens, instability, and living beyond means. So if you feel like you got too many burdens going on, it might be because this is not turned around the way it's supposed to be. And you can do that easily by just living in the moment, living in now. Okay, and also asking the angels to come in and to lift your burdens, right, so that they're not so prevalent in your life right now. Okay, and instability, and living beyond your means. That's something that happens to all of us. So if that's something that you encounter, just maybe you'll see that before it gets to a certain point now, and you'll be able to say, okay, I'm not going to feel this way. I'm not going to feel burdened or unstable, because I know that I am a stable person. I can live in a higher vibration, and I will live in a higher vibration, because guess what? You have free will. Okay, so having that free will to stay in a higher vibration. I know I've said that a lot today, but it keeps coming up. Okay, so that's what I've got. And just remember that grief has its own timeline as well. So if there's something that is sorrow in your life, remember that it's okay to feel that way as well. Okay, so that's what I got for you, Amanda. Thank you for being here. And I will eavesdrop. All right. Hence needing a job. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I understand, Amanda. Okay. Yes, Eckhart Tolle and Oprah did collaborate and had an online streaming class. You can go onto YouTube and type that in, and I believe I watched it on YouTube, Ocean. Thank you, Jackie. Great. You're welcome, Amanda. I dig your flow. Thank you, C. Parsons. I want to say it was either in the late 90s or early 2000s. It was free. They reviewed the list. Yeah, I believe that is the power of now that they actually reviewed, isn't it, Ocean? All right. We've got Serena. Are you still here? Light and shadow for Serena. How do I shuffle my deck? It depends. I have several ways. I do an overhand shuffle for those that are more stiff. Excuse me. Overhand shuffle for those that are stiff, or the ones that have gilding, because I don't want to take the gilding off. So I usually do an overhand shuffle. I have a riffle shuffle that I do. I think it's called a bridge shuffle, where you go up like this and then you have them come down um, in between each other again. And then I do an overhand shuffle where cards start flying out. So it just depends on what I'm in the mood for, and what spirit calls me to do is how I shuffle the cards. But they're shuffled like 50 times before I do my lives, so I want to make sure they're all mixed up and set with good intentions too. Good night, Kristen. Thanks for being here. Night, night. All right. So let me get back to the reading here. Did Serena ever say if she was here? Yes. Okay. Thank you, Serena. Light and shadow. Here we go. You got the Nine of Trees, which is the Nine of Pentacles. That's the Spade card. Refinement. So I think giving yourself a treat is in order. Making sure that you're treating yourself well. Again, we've been talking a lot about that tonight. That's because I think it's needed. making sure you treat yourself better than maybe you have been. That just came to me. Okay. So treat yourself better than you have been. Um, do something special for yourself to make yourself um, feel good, because this is all about um, the things that you have done and realizing the success behind those. So this is positive things that you have done, remembering those. How did you get your job if you have a job? How did you, go about getting the life that you have right now if you're totally happy in your life? Then, and if you're not, then how can you change that to be happy? What have you done to get there? Okay, and then got the ghost card, and it says banish. Okay, so for me, this would be almost like the death card. It would be transforming. So I think that there are some changes that need to occur as well in your thought process. And don't feel like that you are a ghost and that you don't matter. Know that how important you are, right? And treat yourself the way that you should be treated. And it says vanish because sometimes we think that we're invisible because we feel like we don't matter. And the truth is, you do matter so much. So just remember that. I'm going to pull you another card here. A river of love flows through you when you let go. Okay, so letting go creates a river of love. I love that. Yes, I love that. I love that. But a river of love flows through you when you let go, and that can also conquer that illusion of feeling like you don't necessarily matter as much as you really, really do. And again, this could be a future reading. So it could be something that's going to come into the future. Just remember how important you are, no matter what change comes, and treat yourself with respect and love and generosity is what I'm hearing. Okay. So that's what I got for you, Serena. I hope that resonates with you. Here's your question again. Let's take it down. And Ocean, you will be up here in just a moment. I see you're still here. I'm going to eavesdrop for a minute. Jackie put in the Eckhart Tolle YouTube channel. Awesome. Thank you, Jackie. Just curious. Okay, good question, though, C. Parsons. Makes sense for you. Love that too. Okay, awesome. It did hit. Okay. Thank you, Serena. Thanks for the feedback there. I appreciate it. All right. Ocean says, woohoo. All right, a shadow card. I may pull two for you. Two for the price of one. Let's give you a tarot and an oracle. All right, this is for Ocean. Just a moment here. Okay, so you got pyrite, and it says fool's gold. I'm going to be honest and say I don't know what this crystal means. And fool's gold could be, this has a couple of meanings, right? But it could be that something that looks very shiny and good to you might not be the best thing for you. The best thing sometimes comes in small packages, right? So maybe not the shiniest thing out there is right for you right now. Instead, small um, things to do for yourself, as we were talking about, taking care of yourself. But then you got the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is all about harmony, having harmony in your home. I call it the happy home card. And then you got transition, inner peace, and conflict with others. So let's do the conflict with others first. This could be something that might not happen. It could be something that could potentially happen, but you're changing the energy because you see it's something you need to possibly work on for the future. And transition, so change looks like it's going to be happening, and having inner peace, because when you have that inner peace within yourself, then your conflict with others is not nearly as high. And you can choose your battles. Choose your battles wisely is what I will say with that, Ocean. And I'm going to pull a clarifier for this Fool's Gold. And this says facade and trust issues, right? So just make sure that you are seeing the truth in other people, right? There might be somebody that is close to you or that is going to be coming in that is not who they say they are. Okay, so be careful about that. And it says trust issues, right? But make sure that you do trust people, but at the same time, you have your boundaries and you're keeping an eye open that someone may just have a facade. So this is like the opposite of each other. So you have a facade, but you have trust issues if you have a facade, right? But I don't believe you do have one. I believe that it's in the form of somebody else. So they may have trust issues with you as well, stemming from that. And that might be something that someone that looks really, really appealing and might feel really appealing to you as far as emotions, but it could be fool's gold. Okay, so I did pull you a light card. I know you asked for shadow, but I pulled you a light too, and it says fragrant are the flowers that bloom when you smile and let go. Okay, so just let go. Don't worry about, the conflict with others or the facade or trust issues. If you're in that high vibration, then you're not going to have to worry about those things. And you realize that when they do come, if they do come, they're just small little bumps in the road, right? And you're still going to get to where you need to be and keep going with whatever you're planning for this week, this weekend. Keep going, is what I'm getting. I'm getting that really strongly. Like it keeps going. It keeps going. I keep hearing keeps going. That's why I said it again. Keep going, keep going, keep going. That's what I'm hearing for you. All right. So that's what I got for you, Ocean. I hope that resonated with you. Put this in the right spot. All right. I think we got Lisa left here. And let me see. Fool's Gold. Yes, Fool's Gold. That's correct. All that shines doesn't mean it is gold. That's very correct, Lisa. Yeah, absolutely. Harmony, transition, inner peace. Yeah. Bye, Serena. Thanks for being here. Yeah. Oh, don't tell me the. Oh, I don't care about the men's. That's fine. I can see the score of those. Hi, Rose Blue. How are you? Oh, Xavier's going down. I know a little bit about men's basketball, but I really love the women's. So. Okay, it did resonate. Awesome. Okay. Makes me wonder if I taped the last game. I think I did of the night. All right, Lisa, here we go. We would like a general for a shadow. A general for the shadow. Okay, I got you, Lisa. Cute little doggy. I'm just being told to give this deck a shuffle for you, Lisa. So hold on just a moment. Okay, give me just a moment here to take a look. Okay, I'm just going to show you the cards and we'll go from there and see what comes out here, Lisa. You got the Ten of Wands is your first card. And it says exhaustion, psychic overload, and a huge burden. All right, so there could be something that is got you exhausted and maybe feels like a huge burden, or something could come in that feels that way in the future. I'm more thinking it's in the future. Um, it says psychic overload. It makes you think that you may be taking in too much information. Like, give yourself a rest, give your brain a rest, have some alone time where you're just not thinking or worrying about everything. That power of now coming into play again. And then you got the Nine of Wands. All right. And the Nine of Wands is about staying strong no matter how hard it has been. So when you're exhausted or you feel, like there's a huge burden, you stand and you still keep standing no matter what. And it's all about having your boundaries too. This says paranoia, fear of failure, expecting to be rescued. Okay, so paranoia was huge, huge negative emotion for me growing up. So paranoia is very common. One of those things that people don't want to admit that they have. But being paranoid can be very toxic. So I pulled out a card for you from the white deck. And it says, stand in a garden and be thought free just for a moment. So it's telling you to stand in the power of now. So that's coming up again. The Eckhart Tolle is coming up, Lisa. I don't know if you're one of the ones who knows who he is, but I encourage you to watch some of his videos or buy that book on Amazon. You can get it on a Kindle for really cheap, I think, because I have mine on my Kindle, I believe. It was pretty cheap. Okay, and I've had it for quite a while. It's a wonderful book. Stand in the power of now, just for a moment. And then it says your influence. Your influence is in damper, but your influence is very important. You influence those around you. So by having positive energy and getting rid of the fear of failure, getting rid of paranoia, instead focusing on good things, is only going to influence you to do higher things and influence those around you to a higher vibration as well. Okay, so that's what I got. So just a few cards there that are words there that are low vibrational, but then we all know the low vibrational cards are there so that we can see and take, what's the word, responsibility for them and change them. And Metatron is a wonderful angel to call in, Lisa, when you want to change your energy from negative to positive. So maybe grab a crystal and just say, I want to change my energy and make sure I'm protected for the week from the certain type of energy that may be coming in. Protect yourself, and then none of this might happen at all because you're protecting yourself, because you're heeding that call to be boundaried. Is the word I'm looking for. Boundaried with the D on the end. Okay, so just remember how much you influence other people and stand in your power. That's what I got for you. Okay, so thank you, Lisa. I appreciate you. And let's see where we are. Yes, Scott's always been scared of things, right? I understand that. I know I can help so many others and yet being scared and not capable to do it on myself. Yeah, we all are our worst critics, aren't we? We're always hardest on ourselves, it seems like. Okay. So I think there was a couple people that wanted some cards. If there's anybody who did not get a card, I will pull one card for you at this point. So let me know. Pooja's here. Okay, Pooja, would you like a. You're welcome, Lisa. Pooja, would you like a light card or a shadow card? It's okay. I'm up all the time. Most of the time. I still haven't even had supper yet, so. Michelle, you want a card too? Okay, just let me know if you want a light card or a shadow card, both of you. Whatever feels to you light. Ooh, you got the strength card. It says the force, strength, number 8. So this is one of the most powerful cards, Pooja, that you could get in a deck. Okay, in a tarot deck, strength is like the most powerful. If not the world, strength is one of the one. When you tap into your inner strength, it's all about kindness, generosity, um, gentleness, being gentle with yourself and others. Okay, so it says the force, and things like that are downplayed today. Kindness and gentleness and being kind to strangers and those type of things, they're downplayed, right? It's all about me, me, me. And that's the ego talking, trying to protect us. But all it does is just spin us in a cobweb that we can't get out of. So tapping into your own strength, Pooja, and remembering what a wonderful person you are, give yourself kudos for getting through to the point where you are now. I feel like you have had a lot of things that have happened to you in the past, and I won't go into those because I don't know specifically, but I'm being told that there is a lot that you've been through, and that you're still standing and you're still strong. And so keep that force and keep that strength with you. This is usually the lady holding the lion, and she's in control of the lion, and that lion is tame because the lion is being met with gentleness and with love, and those are the most positive things that we can have. So that's what I got for you, Pooja. Michelle, let me see. And then C parses light for Michelle. Okay, C, you will be the last one. So I just need to know if you want a light or shadow. Michelle wants a light. I'm feeling this one. Okay, so this is number 11, which is usually the Justice card. And you got the Divine Order, and it says equilibrium. So making sure that things are on the outward, that they are equal. So making sure that things are balanced in your home life, in your friendships, that type of thing. Make sure that you're giving as much as you're receiving as much as you're giving. Making sure that there's a balance of these outside forces around you. And it may be time for some spring cleaning, I'm hearing. Now, I know I need to be doing that. But that's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing maybe some spring cleaning for you, dust out some of those cobwebs, and you will feel so much better when you get those things done. And I'm preaching to the choir right now because I need to do that as well. Y'all just can't see my floor. That's all. Okay, so having balance, having that equilibrium, and that's going to make you happier and feeling more confident about things and about yourself in general as well. Okay, that's what I got for you, Michelle. All right. Whatever is picked. Okay, see, I'm going to end with the light because I just want to do that. And I see one kind of wanting to come out here. Yep. See, Parsons, you got abundance, the Ace of Trees. So this is the Ace of Pentacles in regular decks. and it says abundance. So it's got all these words in the background. And let's see if I can read it. It's just saying that you could turn anything around. Um, there's a lot of things on the back of this. It's just talking about standing in your power and realizing that you already have the abundance that you seek. And if you don't, you can manifest it. Okay, so standing in your power, I believe there may be new money coming in for entertainment purposes only. So I believe that might be coming in for you. You're a strong individual. I can tell that. I'm just feeling that. And just remember to be open with others as well. So that you can trust and that are like minded. But don't hold a lot back when you feel like it's time that you're almost got too much pent up energy and you just need to talk to someone. It's okay to talk to someone. So feeling free to do that, I feel like is the message for you, and having abundance and possibly new money coming in. And you may be getting a letter or an email or a direct message, a DM maybe, that is going to be very important in the next couple of days. So just keep an eye out for that as well. Okay, so that's what I got for you. Manifest that, yes, absolutely. So everybody, thank you so much for being here with me tonight. I appreciate all of you who have stuck around, and for those on the replay, hi, please like and subscribe. It's free, so if you would do that, I would so appreciate it. And I appreciate everybody who's been here, and hope that you all are doing great and having a great weekend. Pause for 1 second because I want to let you know about tomorrow. Tomorrow I will be on Allie Heart and Soul Connected on her channel. Let me let you know what time that is. I'll be on Allie's channel at 1 p.m. tomorrow, Eastern Standard Time. So if you guys want to mark that on your calendars, if you're there, I would love to see you there. And then Kevin from Kevin's Loving Vibrations will be on my channel on the 26th. And then on the 1st of April, April Fool's Day, this is not an April Fool's, though. This is a serious gonna happen at 11 o'clock a.m. Our own Lisa Rose is going to step out of the chat and onto the screen with me, and we're going to do readings together. So come and support her as well. So that is what I've got coming up, and I hope you all have a wonderful night. Thanks for sharing with me, and love you all. Have a great night, and I will see you soon. All right. Bye-bye.